Alex, we come to chat to you, but in a different role.
Yeah.
Not just as a trainer, an ex-boxer, but now as a manager.
Yeah, I'm the next Don King now. So I'm going to be managing the lads. But if my lads do actually lose, I'll be in the other corner picking the winner up and stuff. No, seriously. What we've got is a really busy gym, as you see. We're open all day, every day. And I'm constantly getting fighters coming through, fighters coming to me. And sometimes I'm putting fighters in other people's hands. And I've fought it for a while. I used to pass them to Oliver, obviously. Chris Jenkinson signed Jenkinson. He signed, were my first pros and went with Oliver. A lot of my lads have signed with Steve Wood anyway, the ticket sellers and stuff. And you know, and over the years there's been more managers evolving and more people, and you know, they're going, but sometimes it's hard. There's a miscommunication, lack of communication. You know, fighters' weights are in jeopardy. You know, healths. You know, you're dealing with weights. You're dealing with day before weigh-ins, same day weigh-ins. There's a lot to it.
Do you need all that war grief, mate?
Not really, no. But
why are you doing it then?
The problem I've got is everybody's coming to me, and I've got a friend who works on the board, and he said to me, well, a few of the lads on the board said, you know, you're passionate about boxing. We speak highly about your gym. You know, we like your gym, your setup, your coaches, Tom, Scott, me. You know, and they like it. And they said, why don't you get your license? Because we know that you've got the fighter's best interest. You know, you're not going to treat it like a meat market. You know, you want fighter's interest. And I thought, it's probably another string in my bow. So I've got control, because it's nothing worse than, you know, like there being a miscommunication in weight, if it's day before or same day, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I just feel like I don't need the headache, but I've got a secretary. I'm just about to take another secretary on, and you know, I should be able to like just about manage it all without losing my hair like you. So.
But I was just chatting to you first signing. That's Liam Gaynor.
Liam, yeah.
He came over about a year ago to.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was word of mouth as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, Liam come over word of mouth, trained with us for a few weeks. Disappeared, and I don't chase fighters. We get lads coming in and going all the time, and lads getting in touch all the time, and you know, I never chase fighters, because you know, if a fighter doesn't want to be here, it's like having a girlfriend that doesn't want to be with you. You don't chase them. Oliver taught me that. So Liam come, tried the gym, said he was going travelling after that, disappeared. You know, I've carried on busy, and then he's been travelling, got back in touch. He said, right, I'm ready. Can I come? And I was like, yeah, you know, must have, you know, been impressed with the way we train. So he's come down, and straight away he was like, I need my license, I need a manager, and I'm like thinking, fuck, do you know what I mean? So I just thought, yeah, I'll do it.
When Oliver died, it wasn't long ago now, how long was it? Two months ago, was it?
A couple of months, yeah.
Did that make you take stock a little bit? Because
yeah. When Oliver died, it sort of like, it put me more up there now. It was pressure. Like me and Johnny Roy, Oliver were like our sergeant. Do you know what I mean? And we were like the foot soldiers. And Johnny's actually blossomed quite a lot anyway, because he's getting big with MTK.
Yeah, doing really well.
But you know, Johnny and Oliver were doing the shows at Preston when Liam Conroy and Matt Clarkson were coming up, and the twins, Jenkinson brothers. And you know, and I've watched Johnny evolve a little bit and get into management, and I've always thought, you know, maybe I should do it. But I love being a coach. I love teaching. You've seen me teach. I'm passionate. You know, I'm in my element when I'm teaching. I love teaching. I love seeing fighters get better. But I've got more control of what's going on, so it probably is in my best interest. And then I've got everything under one roof now. I've got management. I've got the strength training if the fighters need to get stronger. I've got conditioning, because I've got these guys who have got degrees in strength and conditioning who are also former athletes. Scott's a former professional boxer, MMA boxer, you know, in the professional world. Tom's boxed amateur and so on. I've got the management, like I said, the conditioning, we've got the boxing, we've got loads of sparring. Everybody's ringing me at the moment. We've got novices up to, you know, good fighters, good credible fighters, champions. So.
Well, you just had Jack McGann pick up his third win.
Yeah,
was that last weekend, was it, over in Leeds?
Yeah, Jack McGann, has been getting good opportunities due to being managed by Alfie Warren, and Robert Warren's took a real good liking to him as well. So he squeezed him on the Leeds bill. We got him on first. Fought Kev McCauley again. Boxed good again, fighting a good credible opponent, and Robert was really impressed, which is good. Jack boxed very disciplined, and and I've got some big news. Hopefully, I'm on the phone now, just negotiating a big fight abroad. So
who's that for Jack? Is that
hoping? Yeah, nothing set in stone or out, and we have to speak to people who are involved. But it looks good. But I'd have to speak to the team and stuff.
Well, I just spoke to Jack Fatley, another one of your champions.
Yeah, Jack's won his English title, which has been incredible for him, and my voice has been ruined since that night because I was screaming, trying to get him to box a bit more and so on. But he had a fight, and he had a fight of his life. But you know,
a great fight, though, wasn't it?
Unbelievable. I don't think there'll be many more fights like that this year, or maybe for a few years.
Well, I just said, you know. Fortunate. I mean, I've been ringside for some great fights now on these small shows, but arguably two of the best that I've been ringside at are Jack Flatley in his fight with Troy Williamson, and obviously the one with Craig Morris.
That was some fight. I mean, I used to get a lot of recognition, hence why Terry called me the one-man riot. And, but I think Jack's took over my mantle pretty easily. I think he makes me look boring now. Jack's fights are incredible. The bad thing is they're bad for me, for my voice. So I've had that problem that singers have had recently. Just from screaming then and screaming when Kyle was on, and the night before I had the amateurs on. But yeah, Jack's fight was just an emotional roller coaster. As you can see in the fight, he's so happy. You know, and he actually runs over to me and jumps on me, and I'm like, luckily I'm quite a strong guy if I'm not mentioned it. So, but he jumped straight on me, and you know, it was just a nice feeling. It was nice to see someone so happy. He's the happiest guy in the world, so it's brilliant.
Yeah, well, I've just seen him there, and you banned him for a month, was it?
I did ban him for a month because people don't realise to keep Jack Flatley out of this gym is just hard work. So after that fight, I was like, no training, no boxing, switch off, enjoy your time with your girlfriend, enjoy your time with your belt, you know. And straight away he got offered the British title, and he's like, let me do it, and I'm like, you're not doing anything, you're not even gonna think boxing, anything.
Forget the hard fight that you've just been involved in. But he'd also been in camp for almost 5 months.
So since the ABA, since the first time he entered the second time he entered senior ABAs, he's been in the gym. He's just never out of the gym. So I banned him, and it's been hard. And I told him off because one day I found he does a bit of teaching, Jack. And one day I found him like just tapping about with his student, and I'd seen it on social media, so I told him off for it. So like, he's like one of my kids. It's like telling Maddie and Matilda off. Well,
let's go back to your managerial career now. You've just signed Liam Gaynor.
Yeah.
I spoke to another kid, Dale
Bannister. He's a young lad. Yeah, kickboxer. Really nice lad.
Looks to be strong.
Very strong. Really nice. Quite young. You know, he's had a lot of kickboxing experience, and he's quite a well-known name from what I gather, because I've got friends who have kickboxing gyms.
Well, didn't he come down, he was saying before, he come down to do some sparring with Jack McGann?
Yeah.
And Jack McGann obviously is from mixed martial arts.
Yeah, and one of the amateur coaches from Wigan got in touch and just said, would you have any sparring for a Dale? He's a middle. And I'm like, actually, I've got Jack McGann who's ready for a fight, so yeah, it'd be perfect for us, because you know, Jack McGann's a good spar. He gives everyone a good spar, and he come down and he did pretty good. And I was like, you know, this kid's good. He's only young as well, and he's hungry and he listens, you know, and he's really, everything's please, thank you. Even after you'll take him on a session and later on that night he'll say thanks for your time. He's such a nice guy.
You're not used to that, are you?
Sometimes not with the fighters, but it's nice, and you know, it's nice to feel appreciated, and he's a really nice guy.
Well, you've got so Dale could be your second. You've also got a young amateur who you've brought through the amateur ranks, Greg McGuinness, is it?
Yeah, we've got Greg McGuinness. Greg's been boxing for Halliwell ABC. He's a bit of a late bloomer, Greg, but He's been an exciting addition to the team. A lot of the young kids are looking up to him. He's scored a couple of spectacular knockouts. He fought a local kid who's a really tough man, Con Mustafa, brilliant fighter. And when we put that fight on, we was like, don't blink. And they were both went at it, hammer and tongue. And to be fair, I didn't want the fight because it was Raz, my friend Raz, as the gym local premier, and he has some good kids, and Mustafa's one of them. And him and Greg, they go out hammer and tongue, what fight it is. But Greg caught him in the second. And I just thought, you know, he's special, Greg. He's got something. He's not got time on his side.
Now this is you wouldn't believe that though, would you? Because looking at him, he looks about 20.
He's like a loft kid.
He's 28. 28?
He is, yeah. But so I'm thinking, and I'm speaking to him a lot. Me and Greg spend a lot of time together, and he loves boxing.
He does. He follows you to a lot of the shows, doesn't he?
He follows me to the shows.
I've chatted to him.
We talk a lot. Spending time with Greg is brilliant because he talks a lot about boxing, and so you can have a good conversation with him. He knows all the old boxing. He boxes a bit like an old school. Spars Kezash Fak, Joeyko, spars everybody, and everyone says.
So what weight will he be when he?
I'm not sure. I think we're going to do lightweight with him. So he's got some good sparring. Liam Gaynor, he's got Aaron Hayden. He's got loads of good sparring in the gym. And yeah, he's quite an exciting addition as well. We've got quite a few. It's a bit like a conveyor belt.
Was it a young lady, Lindsay?
Yeah, so Lindsay Brzezinski's been with us 30, 40 amateur bouts. She's probably had all together, maybe, I'm not sure. I think her card got messed up at one time, but she's had a lot of fights now. She'll fight anybody up and down the country. And I think Lindsay's got to the point where she's thinking, you know, she's seen more girls get involved in the boxing. Girls' boxing's getting big, and I think she's thinking, and a couple of girls she's fought's gone professional. I think she's thinking, you know, I can do this. So yeah, we're going to probably sign Lindsay as well at some stage, maybe next season. Like you say, we've got Dale, Greg. We've actually got, I've been speaking to a friend's gym in Wales. He's got 3 lads he wants probably for me to sign. We've got a big heavyweight turn up from Newcastle. He's had 10 amateur fights, won 9. So there's a lot of prospects in the gym. So yeah, it's quite exciting, to be honest. You know, I think we're going to have quite a big team. You know, some lads will go down the road, like we've got Dan Sekula and that, who are willing to maybe just take fights, stay in the gym, stay ready. And then we've got guys who are probably going to be able to sell tickets as well, like Dale Bannister and stuff.
Yeah, so really exciting times coming up.
Very exciting, yeah.
I look forward to doing them with you, mate.
Brilliant, thank you.
Alex, take care, mate.
Thanks, mate.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.